Bro, are you sniping like this right now? Seriously? If you're out here missing your shots and your sniper game is looking a little shaky, then you better stop whatever you're doing and watch this video right now. Because I'm here to transform your sniper gameplay from zero to hero. I'm gonna make you snipe like me. And trust me, that's a whole different level. Let's get you those one-tap dominations. What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all doing amazing. In this video, I'm giving you the 5 most essential and important tips to seriously level up your sniper game. We're covering everything from the best graphical settings to spot enemies easier, to the perfect audio settings, the best movement, and finding your own perfect sensitivity. So, no wasting time. Let's get straight into the main stuff. All right, the first thing you need to do before you even think about hitting those crazy shots is to have the best in-game settings. And I'm talking about the settings for 2025 to 2026. The settings I'm about to show you are the absolute foundation for any pro player. So even if you're watching this in 2027, these are still the core, best settings, believe me. Okay, so go into your settings and make yours look just like mine. We're focusing on the main Basic Settings tab. Some of the most important ones for sniping are things like ADS button for rotation, quick weapon switch, and the ADS FOV curve. These need to be set correctly because they directly affect how your sniper aims and feels. Another one that a lot of people get wrong is always sprint. A lot of players just turn this on and forget about it. That's a mistake. You need to turn that off and set the sprint value to around 70. Why? Because sometimes, especially in ranked multiplayer, you don't want to make any footstep sounds. You need to be able to walk slowly and quietly to hold an angle or flank without everyone on the map hearing you coming. The rest of the settings you can just match with what you see on my screen. Also, while we're here in the main settings, don't forget about the realistic scope option in the graphics section. This is a super important setting for snipers, as it changes how your scope looks, making it feel more authentic. All right, tip number 2. The best graphics and color settings to make those enemies pop out on your screen before they even see you. This is a game changer. This is my personal setup. Now, I know you're going to ask for the color code, and I will pin my exact code in the comments for you guys. But sometimes it gives an error for some people, so don't worry. I'm also going to show you how to set it up manually, right here, right now. I'm really putting in the work for you guys. You see this? So please, show some love and drop a like on the video. It really helps me out. You're awesome. Okay, here's the step-by-step. Pay close attention because there's a common mistake. First, go into Settings, then go to the Audio and Graphics section. Now, set your graphics quality to medium. The reason we do this is because it unlocks the Customize Color option. You have to do this. Important note, if you just directly tap on Customize Color from here, it will take you into a Battle Royale training map. That is wrong. Don't do that. Because if you set your color settings in the BR training, it will only apply to Battle Royale. I don't know why it's like this. It's kind of weird. But even though the color settings are supposed to be for one loadout, it doesn't work for multiplayer this way. So here's the correct way. You need to go into a multiplayer practice match. Load into that, and then, once you're inside the multiplayer practice match, open your settings, go to Audio and Graphics, and then tap on Customize Color. Now you set it up exactly like I have it. I know it looks a little dark here in the settings menu, but trust me, in actual ranked maps, these settings are absolutely fire and make enemies so easy to see. If you feel like it's still a bit dark, you can copy me and turn the brightness up to around 65 to make it a bit brighter. Oh, and by the way, you can use these exact same settings for Battle Royale as well. You just have to do the same process inside a BR practice match. The problem, or the bug, with Call of Duty Mobile is that you have to set them up separately for each mode within their own practice sessions. It's a bit of a hassle, but it's worth it. Now we're on to tip number 3, and before we get into it, if this video has been helpful for you so far, and I'm absolutely sure the next 2 tips are going to be even better for you, then please, smash that like button. And if you're feeling generous, hit the subscribe button too, so you'll be the first to know when my next educational videos drop. Whew. Let's get to the next tip. All right, audio settings. This is one of the most critical sections. Why? Because if you don't know where an enemy is or from which direction they're coming, you're going to get caught off guard, and you won't be able to line up your shot. So, head into Settings, then Audio and Graphics. In the audio section, you want to set it up just like I have. The key here is to turn the music volume all the way down to 0. You don't need that distracting you. Also, make sure the ambient sound option is turned off. This gets rid of those unnecessary sounds like wind and birds chirping in the background that can mask enemy footsteps and just annoy you while you're trying to focus. You want your audio crystal clear for those crucial footsteps. Here we go. Tip number 4. The perfect loadout and movement for a sniper. Yes, I know, aim is more important than movement, but that doesn't mean you can snipe effectively just by walking around normally. To be an aggressive, quick-scoping sniper, you absolutely need the right movement and the right loadout. Let's start with the loadout. When you're choosing attachments for your sniper rifles, you need to focus entirely on mobility and ADS time. You want your scope to come up as fast as possible and to be able to move around the map quickly. Forget about things that increase range or bullet spread. Speed is king. For your perks, the holy trinity for a sniper is agile, amped, and dead silence to move quietly. And for your secondary weapon, you must use a melee weapon. The best ones are the spear, the assault knife, or the katana. This is because when you switch to a melee weapon, your movement speed increases, allowing you to rotate around the map much faster. I'll also pin my top attachment setups for the 3 main sniper rifles in multiplayer in the comments. Now, let's talk about movement. Let me show you the exact movement technique I use in ranked matches. It's a kind of slide cancel mixed with a quick position change that confuses the heck out of enemies. Here's how you do it. First, you need to have your secondary weapon, preferably your melee, in your hands. Then, you quickly switch to your sniper rifle. Immediately as you're switching, you start a slide. Now, while you're in the middle of that slide, you quickly tap and hold the aim down sights button, and then immediately release it. This will cancel your slide animation. You can even add a jump at the end of it to give yourself a different, unpredictable angle. When you do this in front of enemies, this movement completely throws off their aim and gives you a huge advantage. It makes you a much harder target to hit while you're setting up your shot. And finally, we've reached the last tip, the absolute cornerstone of sniping, your sensitivity. You need to find your own sensitivity, not just copy someone else's. I'm going to teach you how to find it right here. I will also pin my sensitivity code in the comments, but you should only use it to test it out and see if it works for you. Don't just blindly copy it. Okay, so we have 3 main options: fixed speed, distance acceleration, and speed acceleration. Fixed speed. This means no matter how fast or slow you move your finger, the sensitivity will be the same. Consistent speed. Distance acceleration. For the most part, it's like fixed, but the farther you move your finger towards the edge of the screen, the faster your sensitivity becomes compared to your base sense. Speed acceleration. This one depends on how fast you move your finger. Move it slowly, you get your normal sensitivity. Move it fast, and an extra speed sensitivity is added on top, making you turn much faster. The best one to start with, especially for snipers, is fixed speed. It gives you the most consistency. Here's a classic method to find your perfect sensitivity. Start with a sensitivity of around 100. Now, go into a practice map and try to do a full 360-degree turn with one smooth, comfortable swipe of your finger across your screen. Could you do a perfect 360? If yes, that's awesome. If not, if you turned too far, lower your sensitivity. If you didn't turn far enough, increase your sensitivity. Now for the sniper scope sensitivity. This sensitivity should not be super fast. This sensitivity is specifically for when you are already scoped in and an enemy makes a small movement, so you can track them with your crosshair. You should not be using your scoped-in sensitivity to track an enemy who is running across your screen. Your process should be, use the movement I taught you in your default crosshair, the white dot in the middle of your screen, to put your aim directly on the enemy. Then, use scope in. Make a tiny micro adjustment if needed, and fire. So set your sniper scope sensitivity to a level that allows for precise, controlled micro adjustments. Also, for the vertical sensitivity, it should be about 20 points lower than your horizontal sensitivity. Why? Because enemies mostly move left and right, not up and down. Having a lower vertical sense helps you maintain control and avoid over-aiming. With these 5 tips, you will definitely be a step ahead of everyone else. But after learning all of this, you must practice. Without practice, all of this knowledge is practically useless. It's all about building muscle memory. And of course, let's be real, your device and your ping also play a big role in sniping. So don't get frustrated and think you'll become the best sniper in the world on your first day. Be patient, practice consistently, and you will see massive improvements. Thank you so much for watching the video all the way to the end. If you have any suggestions, questions, or just want to share your own tips, definitely leave a comment down below. I'll be happy to read and reply to all of them. Stay awesome, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.